Our first guest is always bringing a Latin twist to her dishes, and today has the perfect meal for the holiday weekend. We welcome to the show food blogger Belqui. Hey, Belqui, how are you?
Good. How are you, Kara?
I'm good. You know, I got a sneak peek on our social media of your dish today. It looks delicious.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to wow you today, and it is a beer stewed shrimp. And we're also going to use the shrimp to make a little appetizer in plantain cups. So you have two options with this, right? So I'm excited. How about you?
Oh my goodness, this sounds so good.
Okay, so now we're going to start with peeled and deveined shrimp. I usually like to go with large, because it shrinks a little bit. And it's super simple seasoning. We're going to do lime juice. And if you come close, you'll see that the shrimp are perfectly cleaned, and that's soy sauce, and this is adobo, and some minced garlic, and some oregano. So we like our adobo, remember that, right?
Yes.
And then one quick tip that I want to give you. So you know how we go to the supermarket and we buy this frozen shrimp, or maybe not. Maybe we're like, I'm not buying frozen shrimp. I'm just going to go to like the seafood section and I'm going to buy, or like fresh seafood section and buy, nice and fresh, shrimp. So this is what happens. I went to one of the seafood places because they didn't have fresh seafood out. And I'm like, I just really want some fresh shrimp. And guess what happened? They told me, no, you can just get the frozen one because we defrost our shrimp, the ones that you see here in the seafood section. And I was shocked. I was like, what? I had no idea about that. So ask, if you're going to buy fresh seafood, just ask if it's been previously frozen. If not, just buy the frozen one. So
because I've also wondered, if it's been previously frozen, does that mean that you can't freeze it if you don't use it? I don't know if that will cause more freezer burn. Yeah, you should not freeze it because it will have freezer burn. So I never knew that. Now I ask if I go to a place that I've never bought at before, and even my local supermarket, same thing. They thaw it out and then they sell it in the fresh section. So now you know. Great.
So the next step, I like to season this and leave it marinating for a minimum of an hour. And then I chopped up vegetables. So if you see here, I have red peppers, I have yellow peppers, I have green peppers, I have some onions, and now it's like basically caramelizing. And I do this because I like colors, right? It's enticing when you see all the colors together. And then here is my best buddy, actually, beer. And you'll see how cool. This is the coolest thing ever. There you go.
Hot pot. Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
I like how you so pretty sliced up those peppers. That probably helps out, though, in the future, because I get really lazy, and I'm like big chops of vegetables.
Big chops.
The thin really
I wanted to impress you. Like, for my family, sometimes I just throw it in, or sometimes I don't even put enough of it. I just put like 3 pieces because I get lazy. Mm-hmm. So we're going to let this cook down just a little bit. Let's say like 30 seconds. After the 30 seconds, we're going to add some tomato sauce, and we're going to stir, and then it's going to become, this is like what they would call like the stew kind of, why it would be called the stew. And then we move on to adding these after this has been cooking for about, 10 minutes on a low simmer. And then we're going to add our beautiful manzanilla olives that we're going to also have chopped up. And then we also add our cilantro that we chopped up. So it's coming together. And once you let the shrimp cook for at least 10 minutes, you'll be able to tell that it's cooked through because it will no longer be pink. Just look at this beauty. This is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Look at these beautiful, and then you get like a little piece of that manzanilla olive there. Oh my God, this is so good. We love to serve it over rice. How's it sounding, Kara?
Oh, it sounds amazing.
I know. I'm like excited myself. I get super happy.
Because you get to enjoy it. If you were here, that would be gone.
I've already been eating. I'm like, I'm so bad. But yes, now look at these beautiful babies. These are plantain cups.
How do you do those?
So you can make them. They're a lot of work, but international markets are saviors. Or in my Asian market, for example, they sell these plantain cups in the frozen section already made. So all you do is bake them or fry them. I air fried these because I was trying to be healthy. I'm having some sort of guilt issues lately with how I've been eating. So then I come here and then I add the shrimp to the cups.
Okay.
If you notice, and you can chop it up however you want, and then just serve them chopped up like this.
And so you don't have to reheat those or anything. You serve
No.
them.
No, so you can actually make the dish, right, and have it over rice, just however, add more vegetables, maybe if you want to have other vegetables, and then transform it the next day if you want into a cup, or just make them straight into a cup.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fun. And of course, make sure you put cilantro on top because it really gives it an extra flavor.
I'm glad you gave that tip of where to get those plantain cups, because I'll have to look for that. You know, those markets can be very confusing sometimes if you're not used to them. So knowing where to find stuff is very helpful.
Frozen section, and you'll see there's several brands that have them, and they come shaped for you to just throw in oil and fry, or air fry like I did, or bake them. But of course, fried, they will be a lot crunchier. So, you know, it's kind of up to you what you want to do, but I tried to be a good girl today.
What else have you put in those? I'm just curious. I'm definitely getting those on my next pickup.
Yes, you should. And it's done like 20 minutes tops. This is done. And if you're baking these or frying them as you're making this, then that's it. It's like literally 20 minutes. Like you can't go wrong. So can I go?
Yes, cheers.
Can I go to the jello part?
Yes. Oh my gosh, always delicious. My goodness, Belqui, thank you so much. Nice job. I'm so mean to make you talk. I won't do that. You guys will have more information about Belqui and this recipe on our website at KATU.com. Don't go away. More about Afternoon Live when we come back.